the summer of 2008, I had the privilege of meeting David Meyer, a famous Toyota Way author, speaker, and consultant. He was teaching us job instruction method, a way of teaching somebody a new job. And as he fit this job instruction practice into his overall experience of the Toyota Way of continuing improvement, he wagged his finger at us and said loudly and repeatedly, "There's not one right way. There's only one goal." There's not one right way, there's only one goal seemed like a funny thing to say when teaching us how to teach somebody to follow standard work. We were supposed to be sure to correct them if they deviated from the standard way of doing things so they didn't build bad habits. I thought standard work was in fact the one right way we were supposed to teach someone. So as training went on, he helped me understand his point. Standard work is the current best way, but we must always remember it can be improved. As Henry Ford said, standardization means nothing if it's not standardizing upwards. So David Meyer was emphasizing to us not to miss the goldmine of new perspectives. As you train people to follow the current best way, pay attention to their mistakes and their questions. There just might be improvement in what they expose. And as riveting as David Meyer was, I confess my mind drifted at that point, back to the late 1970s and the Scandia Run. My best friends in high school had joined together and we started the Scandia Run in 1975 during the running boom. Every road race was new and fun, and we decided we should have our own in our hometown. So we studied what every race did and we followed suit. After a few years, the race grew to over 2,000 people. And we were just college students. When race entries would come in the mail, we'd have an evening party with every friend we could recruit to make the packets. An envelope where we put the person's name on the outside and stuffed it full of pins and information, their race number, and so on. And then we'd have to put those packets in alphabetical order. And one night, my girlfriend Paula, who despite this episode eventually agreed to be my wife, was helping us. And she was not a runner, and so after several hours of alphabetizing, re-alphabetizing, she asked us, "What do we need these packets for?" And we just rolled our eyes. She doesn't know. Every race has a packet. You give your name when you come to register or for the race, and they look you up and they give you the packet. You get your stuff. So she was quiet and went on for a while and then asked again, "I still don't get why we need these packets." I was a little embarrassed, so I tried to quiet her down and say, "Let's just talk about it later." But she persisted. I think that's why I love her so much. And she eventually got us to stop and ask her why. After all our great explanations, did she still not understand why we needed the packets? And she explained to us, "Well, everything I'm putting in here is exactly the same for every single person except their number. So couldn't you just keep the numbers in the number order they come in and have a list of people's names and their number in alphabetical order, look up their number, give them the number, and then tell them to take one of everything that's normally in the packet?" We were kind of stunned and embarrassed, but there was David Meyer wagging that finger. "Larry, there's not one right way, there's only one goal. Do you remember what the goal is?"
Hey, I'm Lars.
And I'm Larry.
And we wanted to invite you to subscribe down below, and you can get more videos like the one you just finished watching and other things that we're creating like blog posts and other value-adding content.
Yeah, I launched Improving Leaders after a decade of leadership consulting as a new focus for my business.
And we're calling it a learning community because that's really what it is. And to do that, we need people like you to be part of it.
Yeah, a learning community where we're all learning from each other, not just experts sharing ideas to be consumed.
And so those things that we're learning from each other might be experiments and problem solving, and all of these things we're hoping will add value to each other.
And these videos, they're just an entry point into that community, something we hope adds value to you.
So the invitation, join us, be part of it, begin adding value to other people by clicking that subscribe button. That's just your first visit. Maybe you go to our website, improvingleaders.org, and you find out more.
Thanks for watching.